Let's play with Serve Volley versus Counter Punchers in Tour 8 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Live Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel GP365 and to turn on the bell if you like this video. So we start the matches versus the top player Sorab, using a pretty high stats Kaito, and he starts with a bad drop volley, not strong enough. The ball was staying behind my net side. Another big shot that I volley back inaccurately. Yeah, he was shooting very hard shots that forced me to volley back weakly, and then he could do whatever he wants after that, either strong down the line passing shots or lobs. And some lobs were really very nice. Another beautiful passing shot. We were going towards a bagel, but fortunately for me, Sorab was using the choker course, and that string, of course, is not helping Kaito to keep his stamina like a level 2 stamina shield, especially when he has to make those long catches. That drains a lot of stamina, of course, as you can see in the stamina bar up there. Alright, so hope he's not dead. Let's try and survive and come back. Yeah, serve was a bit bad by the end. And he was forced to long catch a lot by the end, with a lack of agility due to this lower stamina. He tried some lobs, given that he was losing stamina a lot and couldn't hit shots properly. That was a very nice lob. All top players using the counterpuncher style in Tour 8 master the lob. Obviously, Sorab is mastering them as well. Yeah, another nice passing shot there. I thought that it was over, but guessed correctly. Lucky me on that shot that went to the corner. Yeah, you can easily see that Kaito is pretty slow now in all shots. He's having some difficulty due to this lack of stamina to return serves correctly by the end, and it was the main advantage of my Leo. And of course, it's not so easy to win a point even versus a very tired Kaito. Alright, a final effort maybe. He's not giving up. Oh, finally. That was really close. Very, very tough match, where I was lucky to avoid losing. Let's face now the one-handed Kaito of Joe Kuba. He's having a very high backhand stat, pretty low forehand stat, but a huge stamina. Obviously, I'm going to try and target this weaker forehand, but I will try to wrong foot my opponent as well, serving now and then on his strong hand side, meaning his backhand. Of course, compared to Kaito's having two strong hands of 84, I prefer to face this kind of one-handed Kaito. Well, it depends actually. When it's a one-handed Kaito played by Hitman365, for instance, that is quite different. He is a very good one-handed player. So I kept trying to wrong foot, but of course 88 backhand shot is when it's hit by Jokuba is pretty strong, and that's not so easy to volley back properly. Yeah, just like those. That seems so easy for my opponent to hit those passing shots. Yeah, it's very straightforward. Just a big shot, then a cross-court shot or lob. He's coming back very easily, and my serve was not good. Still, that was enough to wrong foot him. And my gosh, it was lucky that it didn't go into the court. That's a kind of lob shot. Another lucky win. Let's play versus, I will not say one-handed Kaito, but almost. This Kaito is having a decent forehand. It's not strong, of course, but it's still usable. So obviously, all volley players love to face this kind of forehand. 69 is not very strong. And when the opponent doesn't turn around, doesn't anticipate too much to turn around and hit with the backhand, well, there is a very high chance to put the Kaito in a difficult position when you can hit on his weaker forehand side. But of course, you know me, I don't do that very often. I prefer to wrong foot, and of course sometimes I pay the price for wanting to wrong foot too often. But that's fun. I like to play that way. Yes, some nice soft shots. Enough to definitely outflank Leo. Yeah, my stamina was going really down there. I had to finish this match quickly, otherwise I would be doomed. And fortunately, on an attack on the forehand, the weak forehand side of my opponent, that was enough to end the match. Let's face again Jokuba with his one-handed Kaito. This time he's taking the nylon string, and well, that is pretty normal because he has 72 stamina, and that's way enough, especially to play versus a Leo volleying. Of course, versus another Kaito that will not be sufficient. But versus volley, well, you know that there are almost no rallies, so you hardly have enough time to lose stamina, even with nylon string, when you use the Kaito sourcing. Nice shots. Some soft diagonal shots near the net. Yep. Wrong footing again. And was lucky to guess correctly when he was trying to lob there. It's not always the case. Lucky too that this soft shot hit the alley, and I was a bit surprised that my poor serve was an ace by the end. Let's face now the powerful Kaito of Krug. He's using combo load, so his two hands are quite strong, and Krug hit very hard. He was using the choco chord, so if my drop volleys like this one can make him long catch a lot, well, I can have a higher chance. Very nice passing shot. Krug can hit those very accurate down the line shots. Another one. Splendid. It's taking time before hitting. It's one of his characteristics. Some more long catches. And because this Kaito was using cabo load, of course, if he can't end the match quickly enough, he will have a pretty low stamina bar by the end. Nice lob. Yeah, my serves were not good. Unfortunately, now and then, Krug is not very accurate. He's generally more accurate for the down the line shots than with the cross court shots. Yes, Kaito still had enough agility to turn around and hit those strong shots. Lucky quick catch to hit that drop volley. And lucky guess on the match point. Let's play now versus Odyssey, who was using the same build on Krug, except that he didn't have the hammer at level 13. So shots might be a bit softer than with Krug. Serving on the slightly weaker forehand is of course helping. Drop volleys help too. Lucky guess. Lucky guess, but this time my opponent hit a good passing shot. Another dead drop volley. Well, overall, you can see that Odyssey was not hitting very strong shots, and definitely that was helping Melo to conclude the match pretty quickly. Let's play again versus Krug. He was still using the choker cards.
Second serve.
It was so hard to win a point, not easy at all. Even if his Kaito had to run everywhere. This is almost ridiculous. Yeah, very, very fast, hard shots to return myself there. Fortunately, that was not so accurate. This one was beautiful. And of course, my intention is always to return the ball long enough towards the baseline whenever Kaito steps in the court enough,
Fault.
so that he is forced to volley back instead of hitting a shot, forehand or backhand shot. Yeah, unlucky Krug. His soft shots were not accurate enough. He hit very nice lobs, which allow him to stay in the match. This lob was not high enough.
Match point.
Wow. Piercing shot. And fortunately, on the match point, he hit very hard into the net. That happens when you hit too hard with a too short swipe. Let's play versus Kimba 1 using exactly the same build, and who was using the clay fiber. So obviously this string is having critical GR3 that can help to pierce the quick catch of Leo pretty easily.
Fault.
But it has no stamina shear, so it is a blessing. Yeah, those critical shots are impossible to counter for Leo. So fortunately he was not activating critical all the time. That would be easier, I guess, with a low serve aggressive baseliner played by Vic or Luc. He's starting to lose stamina already, as you can see. A Kaito using combo load is not having a lot of stamina. So if he can't end the match very quickly, he will have a lot of problem by the end. Very nice critical lob.
Fault.
That's not every day that you see that.
Second serve. Five.
Luckily for me, a lot of his shots were not so accurate. Lucky with this
Match point.
lob shot. And I guess correctly on the match point too. Overall, I would not recommend to use the clay fiber when you play with Kaito using the cabo load, because you don't have enough stamina. Well, you're seeing now the build that I was using for all of those matches. I hope you enjoy watching my Leo train with the serve volley style versus counter punches in the Tour 8 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wide Live Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay365 and to turn on the bell to stay tuned for new videos of Tennis Clash. Thank you a lot for your support, and see you soon on Gameplay365. Bye-bye.